Released in 1986, Aliens was an instant classic, redefining at least three genres, sci-fi, action and horror, while cementing the elite status of director James Cameron and star Sigourney Weaver.
Did IQs just drop sharply while I was away?
The hit film made all sorts of careers, with early credits for DOP Adrian Biddle and composer James Horner. It also made cult heroes of supporting actors like Lance Henriksen and the late Bill Paxton.
Stop your grinning and drop your linen.
Another actor synonymous with the film's lasting legacy is of course Michael Biehn, who played the iconic Space Marine Corporal Hicks. Dry, level-headed and stoical under pressure, Biehn's noted performance was a masterclass in understatement. His sincere and laconic style set the gold standard for the Space Marine archetype, a beloved template that has endured throughout popular culture for the best part of 40 years.
I'd like to keep this handy for close encounters.
It's basically impossible to imagine casting anyone else in the role of Hicks.
Looks like love at first sight to me.
So you might be surprised to hear that he was never James Cameron's first choice, and in fact the film was in full production with a different actor for nearly 4 months at Pinewood Studios in the UK.
No offense. None taken.
Already popular from movies like The Warriors and 48 Hours, it was James Remar who landed the role after a recommendation from producer Walter Hill. Remar arrived in England and filmed multiple scenes as Hicks. Then one morning, the actor just failed to show up for work, and with no official explanation offered, the rest of the cast and crew were left bewildered.
What's happening, Apone? Can't see anything in here.
With the story shrouded in secrecy for decades, the actor finally spilled the beans in a 2014 interview.
Outstanding. All we need is a deck of cards.
It turns out that Remar had a terrible drug habit at the time, and according to producer Gale and Hurd, the star was arrested for buying a speedball, a bespoke mixture of heroin and cocaine, from an undercover policeman in London. That left the production with no choice but to fire the hapless actor, spending money on a legal battle just to spare him jail time and have him deported instead.
I say we take off and nuke the entire site from orbit.
Remar later confirmed that Walter Hill refused to speak to him for 12 years after the events on the set of Aliens.
It wasn't funny, man.
With Remar gone, Cameron went for what he knew, calling up Michael Biehn, who he'd already worked with on Terminator, and getting him to fly out to England at the last second. Biehn learned his lines on the plane apparently, and decided to play a much softer, more approachable version of the character that would end up going down in movie history.
Doesn't mean we're engaged or anything.
It's amazing to think how different the Alien series would be without him, but if you want to know what happens when you refuse to cast Michael Biehn, well then just look at Alien 3.
The corporal was impaled by that safety support. Never knew what hit him.
But that's another story.
All right, I'm in.
Like and subscribe if you enjoyed listening to this, and leave a comment if you're a fan of Aliens. Cheers!